I really wish that conservatives could learn a basic truth about life. And that is that sometimes the best thing to say is nothing. Like, you don't have to say something about every single thing. And to be honest, a lot of folks on the left could do well to learn that too. Sometimes just shut up and ignore things. It's okay to do that. But I guess not if you're Donald Trump, right? We have now had 2 days of televised hearings from the January 6th committee last Thursday and, of course, this past Monday. And Donald Trump has decided now that he can no longer hold his tongue. And so, via one of his political action committees, he released a 12-page statement because he just had that much to say about how corrupt and stupid the January 6th committee truly is. And the 12-page statement, of course, read as a list of Donald Trump's greatest hits. In fact, that's actually what the Washington Post reported it as, which is a little ironic because that's what I always say. He's always playing the greatest hits. But sure, take my talking point, Washington Post. I don't care. So here's the thing. Let me read a brief statement from the 12-page statement. I'm not going to read the whole thing, obviously. So here's just a little taste of it. 17 months after the events of January 6th, Democrats are unable to offer solutions. Okay, hold up. Got to stop right there before I can even go on to sentence number 2. Offer solutions to what? Not having your crazed supporters storm the Capitol? Because I'm pretty sure they're working on that, right? They're kind of building up to that. We'll get there. Trust me, we'll get there. But you're not going to like what the solutions are. They are desperate to change the narrative of a failing nation without even making mention of the havoc and death caused by the radical left just months earlier. Make no mistake, they control the government. They own this disaster. They are hoping that these hearings will somehow alter their failing prospects. You use a lot of words, honestly, just in that one little paragraph that I don't think you understand what they mean. And you certainly don't know how to use them within context either. You know, these hearings will somehow alter their failing prospects. Of what? Like, if you're going to talk about a prospect, the proper way to do that grammatically is to make sure you've already listed a thing that would then be referred to as a prospect or an event in which the prospect would be a subject. But sure, I mean, you're an old guy. Well educated, though, but you should know these things. Oh, well, whatever. Right? Let's not argue syntax here. Instead, let's talk about some of the other claims. One section, according to The Hill, focuses on ballot trafficking claims, for which he cites the D'Souza documentary 2000 Mules, which, of course, has already been torn apart by both fact-checkers on the left and right. Another section asserts that President Biden could not have won the states of Pennsylvania, Arizona, or Georgia because he got more black votes and Hispanic votes than former President Obama. Trump, in one section, claims states such as Pennsylvania and Michigan took additional time after Election Day to count ballots because it was part of an elaborate blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to continue. Here's the thing. Donald Trump doing this, first of all, you didn't have to say anything. You should have just let it go. But him saying this, of course, is now basically going to be used against him by the committee in the future, so that's a stupid thing to do. But how stupid is it? Now, I've mentioned this before. Legal experts have talked about this. If Donald Trump genuinely believed that the 2020 election was stolen, right? It doesn't matter that everybody, and we now know, we've seen the videos, everybody telling him, no, it wasn't stolen, you're wrong, stop it. That doesn't matter. All that matters is if Donald Trump can go to court, if he's ever charged, and prove that he genuinely believed the election was stolen. Because if he can do that, unfortunately, in the eyes of the law in the United States, that would make his actions a little bit legitimate, at least legitimate enough in the eyes of the law to where he wouldn't have technically committed a crime. I know that sounds stupid, okay? I know it sounds stupid to you. It sounds stupid to me even saying it. But legally speaking, that's how the law works in the United States with regard to this particular instance, which is why he sent out the statement. He has to perpetuate these lies. He can't stop it because legally speaking, he has to continue to do it so that he can create a case in court that he actually believed it. So don't expect these talking points to literally go away ever, even if he's not charged. Because I do think at this point that he does believe it. I don't think he did in the beginning, but I do think he does now. Like, he has gaslit himself into believing his own lies. So as long as he's able to speak, we're going to continue hearing about it. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.